Our next question is from Lisa McGinley, and it's to Senator Linares.
Senator Linares, the state Supreme Court agreed this week to hear the Attorney General's appeal of Judge Thomas Mukausher's decision to require a more equitable way of funding the public schools. That means the General Assembly is no longer facing a March deadline, which had been imposed by the judge, to come up with solutions. Nevertheless, should the House and the Senate begin work on a new system of funding education or await a Supreme Court ruling? Either way, what changes would you advocate in the way local schools are funded?
First, I don't believe that the judge should be legislating from the bench. It's important that we respect the balance of powers. Being on the Education Committee, I have fought to fully fund education specifically for our local school districts. When we found out that Governor Malloy was cutting $1.4 million to the town of Clinton, Representative McLaughlin and I got signatures throughout the town, and we were able to stop that cut. And it's well known that the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate use education funding as a means of twisting arms of politicians to get them to vote for the Democrats' budgets. That's not right. We shouldn't be using the future, the funds for education, the future of our children, as a means of political arm twisting. So yes, the legislature must find a fair and concise way to fund education. We owe it to our children.
Mr. Needleman?
Thank you. So there's some points in what Senator Linares said that I agree with. I don't believe that we should be legislating from the bench on this, but I think that the judge was trying to make a statement that we have a problem that's been facing the state. The lawsuit that he rendered a decision on was 11 years old. And nobody has been able to do anything on it, because as all of these problems come up and you try to recreate how to fund things properly, you create winners and losers. In Essex, we deal with the uncertainty all the time of not having consistent funding or having at the 11th hour funds cut. So we want solutions. About a month and a half ago, the Connecticut School Finance Project came out with a 46-page report on fixing or trying to fix at least the special ed component of state education funding, which is a major portion of that. And I read that plan, and I think that that plan has some very reasonable resolution or solutions in it. I believe that every minute of every day should be spent on fixing this problem, because the towns can't keep functioning with a knife hanging over our head.
Thank you.
And last word on this goes to Mr. Linares. You have 30 seconds for any further comment.
We need to improve our formula for funding local school districts. In our district, in the 33rd, we have terrific teachers, terrific administrators, and they deserve to have predictability when it comes to understanding what their budget will be in the future, which is why we need to pass our budget first. It should be the first thing we do in Hartford, so that towns can plan, and so that our kids know that they have the funds for education.
Well, thank you.